Transparency experts are sounding the alarm about a taxpayer-funded group in Baltimore that intends to boost programs for kids. The Baltimore Children and Youth Fund sent nearly $1 million to a nonprofit that stopped operations 18 months later and appeared to never file a tax form. Patrick Hoff from our Spotlight on Maryland team continues his investigation into how your taxpayer funds are being spent by nonprofits.
$900,000. That's how much taxpayer money the Baltimore Children and Youth Fund sent to a nonprofit called Thrive Arts in 2022. Our questions about how those funds were spent remain unanswered. BCYF was established in 2015 through a Baltimore City charter amendment that guaranteed millions in taxpayer dollars each year to support youth programming in the city. However, the fund operates as a nonprofit, meaning it is not required to conduct regular performance audits like government agencies. Here's a timeline of how one particular BCYF grant was authorized. Thrive Arts was given a tax-exempt status by the IRS in 2021. BCYF sent the group $900,000 about a year later. 18 months after that, the organization closed, a BCYF spokesman confirmed to Spotlight on Maryland.
For a grantee to provide a grant of that scale, particularly one that's taxpayer funded, you would expect some additional oversight.
BCYF said Thrive Arts returned unspent funds from the grant, but did not specify how much money this entailed. A spokesman told Spotlight on Maryland that a public information request was needed to obtain documentation of the transferred funds. The IRS officially revoked Thrive Arts' tax-exempt status last year because the agency said the group did not file a nonprofit tax form for 3 straight years, meaning there is no public evidence of how the group spent its taxpayer funds. Spotlight on Maryland talked to 4 transparency experts who said the grant to Thrive Arts revealed that BCYF needs further oversight to ensure it spends taxpayer dollars efficiently.
So for an organization to have only been in existence for 18 months to receive that size of a donation, there really should have been more follow through there on vetting that organization to make sure that it was prepared to be able to spend that money according to the grant agreement.
There should have been warning signs. There should have been a forensic audit before the money was given to this group.
So the fact that they weren't even in compliance with filing their financial statements indicates some concerns about whether sufficient oversight was provided over those funds.
And taxpayers deserve better. Children deserve better.
Spotlight on Maryland previously reported on how BCYF used taxpayer dollars to fund trips to Alabama and Missouri. Now, this sparked criticism from an architect of BCYF, former Mayor Jack Young, who described the current state of the fund as, quote, not anything I envisioned, end quote. Again, BCYF is intended to boost children's programs. Our reporting will continue to hold the group accountable to taxpayers. For Spotlight on Maryland, I'm Patrick Huff.